Guys, this is Kishore. So I'm back with another video, and today's video is all about login authentication of React Native application. So we'll just start developing the application. Okay. So I have generated this application. I have generated this React Native application. So I hope that you know how to generate React Native application. So if you don't know, then go to React Native website and just check the commands over there. Okay, okay, now I'll create one folder uh, called screens, and we will keep all the screens inside that folder. And basically we will have three screens. One is login, one is dashboard or the after login screens, and one is auth loading screen. So login screen, the form login form will be there inside login screen, and dashboard, inside dashboard screen there will be the user details if there is any, and the logout button. And auth login screen, there will be one indicator or the loader, and it will basically do check the user is logged in or not. Based on that, if it's logged in, then it will just redirect to the dashboard screen, or else the login screen. Okay, now I'll create one login. So we'll build one by one. We'll first build the login screen, then we'll build the dashboard screen, then auth loading screen, then routing things, how the routing things work in React Native application, then the authentication process. Okay, we'll make. So first we'll create login screen .js. Okay, import React from React. I'll import view also, view and text for now from React Native. Then I'll write the class-based component. So I'll use class-based component only, because there will be the access calling, the API calling. So all those things will be there. And also I'm not very comfortable with the hooks kind of things. I'm comfortable with the functional component, but not hooks. Okay, now class login screen extends react dot component render and return style sheet constant. I'll write the style sheet style sheet dot create container okay style equal to styles dot container. I'll write one text also. Login screen container height 100%, align items center for vertically center, and justify is for center. Okay, now I'll export this component from here. Default I'll import this component here, default import. Okay, now I'll just see what is the output. Okay, so this is the right now output. Now we'll build the form. View, style, styles dot form container or form wrapper. Form wrapper. Now I will set some width with 90% or something. Okay, now view, now the login form row, view, I'll import the text input, text input, text input, placeholder, enter username, this is for username, I'll copy same thing, style, styles dot form row and styles dot text input. Okay, now I'll write some CSS for this one. It's not needed, I think. For text input it's needed, styles are needed. Let me see. What is the output? Okay, now if you see it's coming, you can write the text input and write some text inside text input. So I'll set some background color, BDD, and height 40. Okay, now padding horizontal 10. Okay, now I will set here the placeholder color. Okay, now color 333, write something like that will make it 80%. Okay, now form row margin bottom 10. Okay, so the username is done. Now the password is same, but secure something, secure text entry equal to true because of enter password, because of its password to be hidden. Okay, now we have to just give some title of this screen or form. So this will be, I mean, we can keep something like this: welcome user, welcome back user. Okay, style styles dot welcome text. So welcome text should be in center position, text align center, margin bottom 20 and font size 20 or 24. Okay, font weight bold. Okay, done. The form is almost done, but we have to add one button. So touchable opacity, I like the touchable opacity because I can design it like my own way. Touchable opacity, text signing styles dot signing button and signing text. Signing text, background color blue. I'll set it blue. You can set something else also, it's not a problem. Text align, I'll not focus on the design, but I'll just focus on the functionality part. Design we can do later. Design is not a big things. I mean design is a big things, but right now I want to show the functionality. Color FFF, font size 18, font weight bold. Okay, now I'll set some padding vertical 10. Okay, done. Now I'll set some margin top 20. No, it's not looking good. I'll increase this. Welcome text margin button to 30 pixel. Okay, now the form is done, form UI is done. Okay, now I'll build the dashboard screen. .js. Okay, I'll copy this whole thing again. I'll change this to dashboard. Container, we need the container. Okay, now okay, now I'll go to app screen app.js. I'll import this one, screen dashboard screen. Okay, I'll write some text a user, and one login button or touchable opacity. About button, text, logout. Okay, done. Let's see what it is showing. Okay, user text, styles dot user text, font size 20. Okay, or we can make it 30 also, and font weight bold. Okay, margin also we can set. Okay, now styles dot dashboard wrapper or something. Dashboard wrapper. Style line center. Okay, text line is not needed. Just make it blank. I'll design the button. Styles dot logout button. Okay, logout button text. Okay, I'll design the logout button. Okay, background color red we can keep, and padding 10 pixel, padding vertical 10. Okay, color text line center. We can set some width, basically 80 or 100. Okay, now align self center. Okay, now what we'll do, I'll make it font weight bold. Okay, now the dashboard screen is ready. Now we'll do the loading screen. I'll copy this screen, new file auth loading dot js loading screen. Yeah, so I'll just remove unnecessary imports as these things are not needed. Activity indicator. This is also activity indicator. screen, loading screen, loading, loading. Okay, I'll go to app.js and just import this screen. Okay, I'll change this one. Okay, it's loading, so it will be only loading will be there, and it will basically decide whether uh, the screen is, I mean, the user is logged in or not. Okay, so the three screens are ready. Now we'll build the routes file, routes.js. Okay, so one thing I need to show you guys that whatever I mean which packages I have used for routes and all. So for I mean I'll be using, so for async storage, I think, I hope you guys know that async storage is moved to React Native community and async storage. And async storage I'm using for storing the token, Axios for calling the calling APIs, and and yeah, React Native navigation and React navigation and React navigation stack is for navigation or routes, for going from one screen to another screen. And I'll suggest you, before I mean building the routes file, I'll suggest you to go to React Native website and just React navigation website, and just see this getting started page, because this process is not very easy. This, I mean, installing React navigation, it was I mean earlier it was very easy, but in React Native 60, I mean 0.60, what is the version? The version is React Native version is 0.1661.2. I think after 0.59 this React navigation setup is bit changed, I think. So after 59 or after 60. So I would suggest that you go to this screen and this page, React navigation docs en getting started.html, and see the setting whichever I mean they are just asking you to follow. Then you'll understand, because I was getting a lot of issues when I was setting up the React Native navigation. Okay, now and this React Native reanimated, React Native screens, these are all for I mean React navigation only, so this is not for anything else. Okay, I'll build the routes page, or routes things, how routing can be done for this application. Okay, now I'll first import few things. Import create import from React navigation. What to import? Import create app container. Okay, now import create stack navigator from React navigation stack. So earlier this create stack navigator, create drawer navigator, these were all in inside React navigation only, but now it is moved to new package called React navigation stack. Okay, and now I'll import these three things. I'll just cut these things from here and I'll paste it here. Okay, I'll cut. Cut this one also. I'll delete, remove this one. Okay. Now I'll create the first stack navigator, that is for before sign in pages, or I'll create the routes for before sign in pages. So route before sign in, create stack navigator, navigation, create stack navigation. I think it's not navigation, it's navigator, I think. Let me just see. It's stack navigator. Okay, these are not default import. I'm doing some mistake. These are not default import. Create stack navigator. Yeah. Okay. In the login screen, login screen. Okay. So you can do like this also, like this, but that is for I mean, if you want to add some configuration here, you can add for only for login route. So for that purpose, now I'll add some configuration like header mode none. Okay, now the initial route name, that should be login for this app. So now this is the login route. Now if you want to add registration, I mean you have a registration page also, you can add it here. Then you can change this to registration or register something, and you can change that component also. Same like if you have forgot password, you can add that here also. Now I'll create the after sign in route, like the dashboard or anything kind of user profile, those things after signing. And I'll add dashboard. Okay. Dashboard screen. Same, like I have to copy this one, I have to paste, save. Now I'll create the app navigator, I mean which will be the main navigator which will import, or which will export from here and import in app.js. So let me just write the app navigator. This is also create stack navigator, and before signing. Authentication is the before sign-in pages. Then app is the after sign-in pages. I mean, we can keep some other name also. That's not a problem. That's you're comfortable. I mean, how much comfortable with the name you are. And also it should be the meaningful. It should not be like something else. Then auth loading. Auth loading should be the auth loading component. Okay. Now same, we can keep header mode. Sorry, header mode none, and initial route name, that should be the auth, because if the user is opening one page, I mean the app first, that user will see the authentication screen first, then the user should have to log in, and then you'll see the after login pages. Then if the user is again just closing the app and again you opening the app, that time it will be the after login pages only. So that checking will be there inside auth loading screen. Now I'll export this one, export default. Now create app container and I'll pass app navigator. Okay, now I'll import app navigator app container from routes. Okay, and I'll pass this one. Sorry, I'll see. Yeah. Okay. Now the problem is the navigation or the header. If you see the screen, there is a line, there is a header, but why the header is not going? Yeah, might be this one. Okay. Now where is that login screens? Now if I click on the login, then on press this dot props dot navigation. I forgot the syntax. As you will move in between screens. Yeah, so these docs are very cool. So if you go through the docs, you will get to see a lot of things. uh, so I actually take help from these docs only because it's very helpful. So if I click on that login button, it will go to the dashboard screen. So it will be, we can just call this name also. Okay, yeah, it's going to the dashboard screen. Now same thing, if I click on login, log out, then it will go to the go to the login screen. Yeah, now the problem is, let's say I'm clicking on sign in and I'm in dashboard page. Okay, now I'll just close the app. I'll totally remove the cache and I'll open the app again. Now the app is the first screen is not the dashboard screen, but it should not be like that. It should be, the screen should be the after signing pages only, because I was logged in earlier. Okay, now I have to build that functionality. So first we'll build the login functionality, like calling the APIs and all. Okay. Now, state only. Okay, state username and password. I'll initiate some state and unchange handler. So on change of username password, I'll set the username and password. Okay, now state and value, this dot set state state and value. Text change. So I'll just destructuring the state here, like username and password. This dot state, and here value should be this one. Okay, now the state should be username and value should be value. Okay, done. Same thing for password also, should be password and password. Okay, I think I did some mistake. I'm not sure exactly. Mistake is console.one value object. Why? To go to React Native website, I have to see the text input. What wrong I'm doing? Docs or text input. Text input. What is this? Text input. Okay. On change text, not the on change. Okay, I was doing that mistake only. Username. Okay, done. Now I'll write the login API. I'll just call the API and I'll pass this values to the API. So for APIs I've used, I'll be using request. So it's a good API. Collection of APIs. You'll get list of users, single users. Using this API only you can build one application. Now there is register API also, register successful, unsuccessful. Then login also is there. So I'll use this login successful API. Okay, this is the request, and this is the response you will get. You will get the token, and you have to save this token in async storage, and then every time you have to check that token is there in the async storage or not whenever the application will be opened. Okay, now the URL will be request.in/API/login. Okay, this one will be the API. So I've used I'll be using Xuse because I feel it very easy to use. Fetch also we can use. It does not need any import in that case. The external package or third-party package is not required for that case. But I'll be using Xuse for now. Axios. Do login. I'll change it to start do login. Okay. I'll copy this one and dot post. Save to pass the URL first. So URL should be this one. Then I'll build the request, constant request, username, and the request should be request should be this one. Okay, email, this should be the username for our case, and password. Okay, now I'll pass this request here, dot, then response. I'll just check the what is the response. Select point response. Okay, so then possible, yeah, status code 400. I think because the A is not correct, the username password is not correct. I'll use this one only, evolter, eve.hold at regress.in, and password, see it is Leica. I'll change this to smally. Yeah, see the data is coming, token is coming. Okay, now I have to handle that error message. What error message is that? Okay, okay, I'll alert that username password is wrong, and if the response is coming, then this dot navigation, oh, forgot again, I forgot. This should be dashboard or app. Yeah, alert is coming. Now should be the evolved at regress.in cities link. Okay, yeah, it's going to log out, I mean dashboard page, and we can just log out. I'll show you that. Now we have to disable the button after clicking on login. So for that I'll assign one state here, state variable, that is called loading. Okay, so first it will be false. Okay, so So it should be disabled equal to that one. I'll destruct this loading state variable. Okay, now this text also, if loading, then loading, otherwise signing. Okay, I'll change the color also. So for changing color I will use spread rest operator speed. I don't remember right now this operator name. You can use it for adding some extra style properties. So it should be background color. if loading then we can keep it DDD, or else it can be the this I mean blue color only. So is that button, sign in button? Yeah, we'll delete from here and we'll keep it here only, blue. Okay, I'll handle something also here. 1 second. This dot set state, I'll make it true loading, and on success or failure I'll make it false. Okay, now I'll check one thing, that the username password is available or not. So if username and password, then only this one, else. Okay, alert, enter username and password. Okay. Yeah, enter username password because the username password is not there. Okay, now okay, I'll make this active opacity to 0.8 so that the opacity will not be very less on clicking of that button. 0.8. So I'll make it logout button also, make it same. Okay, now the login screen is almost done. If what happened, okay, if dot hold at regress dot in and cities Lika. So yeah, we can show some alert also that login successful, login successful. Okay, oh, we have forgot to add the token in async storage. So for that case I have to import the async storage first. Async storage, I forgot this import part. React native async storage, basically moved here. Yeah, import yeah. Okay, so loading, then async storage dot set item token and response. One second, let me see what is the response. Console dot one response dot data dot token. Is the correct? That's what we have to see. If dot hold, username and password is too long, it's taking long time. Again and again. Request dot in. Oh, say it is Leka. Yeah, this is the correct token key value. It is okay. Now we can do one thing. It's basically the enable, and we can do this operation inside after setting the storage, I mean setting the token. Okay, if dot hold at request dot in lambda set is Leka. Okay, done. Now we'll go to auth login screen and we'll check that user is logged in or not. So first, for checking, we'll create one function. So first we'll import the async storage here also. Okay, now I'll create the method check token async. Okay, it's async method because await will be the async storage checking. I mean, yeah, get item instant token await async storage dot get item token. So the code here, whatever I'll written, this will basically wait until this line ends his operation. Okay, if token, then it will go to the this dot props. I am forgetting this code. Dashboard navigation dot navigate, spots dot navigation dot navigate. Where it will navigate? If the token is there, then it should navigate to app or the dashboard. Else navigate to or navigate to the first screen and routes. I have to check. Navigate to auth. Okay, auth. And this check token method should, we should call it inside constructor whenever the component will load. Super. Okay. Okay. Done. This is done. Now I'll close the app. I'll remove it from cache. Okay. If dot let me login alt at regress.in and password should be cities. Okay. No, this activity indicator, the auth login screen is not working basically. Let me see what is happening in the routes file. Oh, it should be the auth login loading screen. Okay, now I'll close this. Yeah, so I'm logged in, that's why it's showing the user. Otherwise it will open the login screen. Now log out functionality up to build to go to dashboard screen. Where is that? Yeah, so to import async storage here also. Async storage and do log out. Okay, async storage dot remove item token dot then what should be, it should go to the redirect to the dashboard app screen, the login screen. This dot do log out. Okay, now I'll just totally close the app. One second, I've logged out. Then I'll just totally close the app. I'll remove it from cache also. Now I'll open the app and I'll log in first. So I think all the code is done. I have to test if.hold at regress.in ev cities liquor. Okay, login successful. Now I'll close the app from cache also and open auth app again. Yeah, it's opening the dashboard screen only. Now I'll log out. Now the login page is coming. Now I'll close the app and remove it from cache again, and I'll open the app again. Yeah, so the login screen is coming again. So this is how you can develop a simple login authentication in React Native application. So whatever I've shown you, it's very simple. There is nothing complicated. The design is very simple, so we can focus on the design later. I've told you. And yeah, so this the code base I'll add in the description, the video description. You can just check the code base, the GitHub code base. So I hope you have liked the video. So if you have liked the video, just press like and do subscribe and press the bell icon also. Yeah, thank you. Bye.